Welcome. Today we're doing a few things. I plan on doing the Eden raids later, but for now, I'm going to do the role quest for Endwalker, Final Fantasy XIV. I'm level 89. By the time I get to the end of them, I should be 90, which is usually a required level of the end of these, so let's get to it. Yo, on behalf of Admiral Blowswin, I thank you for your many deeds in service to Limsa Lamonza. We have received troubling tidings that beasts akin to those that plague Radsat had been sighted on the Noskan coast. The Admiral has mustered the Maelstrom in hopes of quelling the threat. Yet there is much we do not understand about our foe, and as such, your expertise in the area would be a great boon to us. Will you help us? Excellent. The Admiral will be heartened to have your knowledge and martial prowess on our side, I am certain. Brace set for Limsa as soon as you are able. The Secretariat at Maelstrom Command will apprise you of the details upon your arrival. On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for agreeing to assist us in these trying times. The Secretariat at Maelstrom Command will appraise you of the situation at hand upon your arrival. It's all festive. Nice. I haven't been here since. Ah. Oh, word. In the name of the Admiral, I hereby appoint you the rank of Chief Storm Sergeant. By this promotion, you are now eligible to undertake a wider range of company level leaves. You may ever serve the best interests of Limsa Lamonsa till cease swallows all. Word. I still can't hunt though. Too far. Complete rank 2 in the Green Temple Intro. Ooh. I might do that later if I have time. Some of these I can get. Others are, like, in a temple. I think. Well, shit, now I want to do this, but I'll come back to this. Gotta do the role quests. Thank you, Marexio, for doing fates with me to get those seals. Couldn't have done that without you. Anyway, back to the story. Our man in Rats at Hand told us to expect you. I'll inform the Admiral of your arrival. Glad you could join us, yo. I only wish it were under better circumstances. The grave news from the bounty has not escaped our ears. I can scarce begin to imagine the horrors you have witnessed there. It pains me to say the self-same hell has come to Vilbrand. Fell beasts born of deepest despair have been sighted all throughout our island. Tell her what we know. The first report came a few days ago from one of our men patrolling Skull Valley. He spoke of a fearsome creature unlike any native to our shores. While he had our suspicions, it was only later that a connection to the final days was confirmed by a most unlikely source, the Sahagin. We've been treating their tempered for some time now, and many have made a full recovery. Owing to this, some factions are eager to improve diplomatic relations with Limsa. It is one such faction that has provided the most comprehensive reports in all their alarming detail. They speak of a most dreadful sight, their spawn brothers transforming into horrific beasts before their very eyes. Indeed, it is far too similar to the incidents in Rats at Hand to be mere coincidence. If our assumptions are correct, the first and most formidable of the beasts of blasphemy, as it was decided we would call them, prowls our waters as we speak. Fortunately, there's been no sightings of the blasphemy within the city. Nevertheless, if we are to spare our people the horror that befell Rats at Hand, the fiend must be dealt with, and quickly. Despite our investigative efforts, we remain very much in the dark as to the precise nature of the threat we face. Were we to recklessly dispatch large numbers of troops, we'd run the risk of having our own men corrupted. You can well imagine the carnage that would ensue. As such, Admiral Blosquin has decided to keep those involved to a minimum and lead the investigation herself. I would have you at my side. What say you? You have my thanks. We will depart at once to meet with our Shagan allies and gather what knowledge we can, that we might devise a proper plan of attack. They are due to arrive at South Tide Gate soon. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there. The Admiral has arranged for a meeting to take place with our Shagan collaborators at South Tide Gate. Pray join her there as soon as you are able. It's well past our agreed meeting time, but the Shagan are nowhere to be seen. They did not seem the sort to break their word. This bodes ill. Let us leave this place to the guards and search Halfstone for any sign of them. What is this thing? Noel is in danger. Quickly, to his aid. Am I unable to do it while the fate is going on? Is that... That's so annoying, I have to do a fate. Oh, it's farther down. Okay. Of course it is. Alright. There's many thanks, Shorewalker. Pray tell me, is my companion safe? The Admiral herself comes to our aid. Glad tidings, indeed. You, too, have my boundless gratitude for saving my life. Let us quit this place before those beasts return. Relieved I am to see you both of you safe. Had the Admiral not come to our rescue when she did, I shudder to think of what would have happened. Everyone's still alive? Good. But not if we stay out of here too long. Inside, quickly. Thank you, my friends. Those ghastly beasts would have made short work of us had you not intervened. And yet it brought me no joy to watch them die, for unbelievable as it may sound, until a short time ago, they were none other than our very own spawn brothers. At first we thought them merely cursed, but our talismans and magics availed us not. Aye, 'twas no curse, 'twas an evil like no other, innocent souls transformed against their will into unholy beasts called blasphemies. Blasphemies. Pray tell us more. That would be your area of expertise, yo. Turned into beasts by the power of despair. This is horrifying indeed. Thus far, the phenomenon here in La Nosca has been limited to the Shagan. Why is that? I cannot say, yet I wonder if the crushing tide are involved in some way. I know not of this crushing tide. Word of them has yet to reach you, I see. It all began when the Indigo matriarch, the queen of our kind, was stricken with a grave malady. Tragic as this was, there was one small solace. She was not fond of shorewalkers, and so, deprived of her leadership, more of my kind came to see the wisdom in making peace with Limsa Lamonza. There remain, of course, those who would oppose our cause. They formed a group they called the Crushing Tide. Even now, they seek to summon the Lord of the World anew and consign all finless ones unto the briny deep. However, they lack the crystals necessary to do so. Denied the power they crave, they can do not but gnash their teeth in desperation. And you suspect these feelings of helplessness are the cause of their transformations? Just so. Those are our spawn brothers who turned into those beasts. Had been fraternizing with the crushing tide. Despite our differences, we cannot abandon our kin to such a cruel fate. Yet we must be careful not to drive them to still deeper despair. Yes, we must consider the situation carefully, lest we bring destruction upon all our kind. Tell me this, are the crushing tide even now under the fire defen's thrall? If freed from their drowned state, might they not listen to reason? Were it only so simple, all but a few are long since cured. They walk this path of their own free will. All but a few are long since cured. In that case, they may yet be dissuaded from their present course. For the sake of nascent alliance, we will do what we can to save your brethren. Fortunately, a most capable ally stands with us, for this woman has bested many a formidable foe, including Leviathan. The great Yosun in the flesh, honored am I to stand in your presence. Together we will weather this storm and usher in a new age of harmony, this I swear. There is much to be done. For now, let us return to our homes and prepare as best we can for the trials ahead. Should we discover aught of value, we'll be sure to share it with you. I ask that you do the same. Indeed, we shall. Until such time, I watch over my spawn brothers and pray that no more succumb to the change. Oh, I forgot to... It's a cool black mage. Alright. Welcome back. Thanks to you and Noel, I now possess a proper understanding of the challenge we face. 'Tis a daunting task that lies before us. We'll continue to cooperate with the Shagan to learn all we can. Once we have located the blasphemy, I will have need of your strength. Till then, I ask that you remain at the ready. Clearly, the storm clouds have only begun to gather. Your timing could not be better. The Admiral has just this moment returned from meeting with the Shogun. I shall inform her of your arrival. Ah, yo, I'm glad you're here. We have decided on your next course of action. As you know, we face two distinct but interconnected challenges. The transformations occurring among the Shogun may be one, but the blasphemy itself is the root of the problem. Thus far, those who succumb to their change have all been affiliated with the crushing tide, who continue to resist our diplomatic efforts. Were we to put a stop to the phenomenon, as well as address their grievances, we may yet have a chance at peace. To that end, I would propose a double-pronged approach. At one front, we shall work in tandem with our Shogun allies to redouble our patrols. Should the blasphemy surface, we will share this knowledge and move immediately to dispatch the threat. At the same time, we will pursue a dialogue with the crushing tide. We need to bring them back to the negotiating table, and then see what can be done to convince them to stand down. A key point will no doubt be the lingering issue of securing land for their spawning grounds. 'Tis a discussion I intend to approach with an open mind. Will be no easy task, but we succeeded with the kobolds, and I have faith that we will succeed with the Shogun as well, so long as we parley in good faith. You're wise to temper your expectations, but I would not abandon hope ere we try. At any rate, Null has sent word that one Dao, a priest who styles himself the leader of the crushing tide, has grudgingly agreed to hear us out. I will parley with him face to face at the Saspa spawning grounds, and would have you at my side if you do not object, that is. Excellent. In that case, pray join me at South Tide Gate when you are ready. From there we will go together. We welcome your aid in our negotiations with the crushing tide. Admiral Blosfin awaits you at South Tide Gate. All prepared, are you? Tao is not known for his patience. We must take care not to incur his ire. I was told he would be at the spawning grounds upon our arrival, but it appears he has been delayed. Let us speak with Shagan here. Mayhap one of them will be able to shed light on what may be keeping him. One more thing. I come here as a representative of Limsa Lamonsa on a diplomatic mission. Should the talk deteriorate and things come to blows, I cannot be seen to bloody my hands. I trust that you understand. And with that, let us be off. Oh, sweet. Party member. One of the best. First, let's see if any of the Shagan here possess any knowledge of Dao's whereabouts. Why do you trespass in our domain, vile shore walkers? We mean you no harm. We come only for a peaceful parley with your leader, Master Dao. Where might we find him? Fish. We desire no parley with the shore walkers who would steal our home. Were it not for your insatiable selfishness, we Shagan would grow and flourish. Your grievances are justified. That is why I would speak with Master Dao and work towards a peaceful solution. Just empty words for the thieving shore walker, but so be it. Soon you shall learn the futility of your efforts. Speaker Dao is currently overseeing security at the spawning grounds. You will find him by the entrance, though mark my words, you will wish you hadn't. We will see. I thank you for your aid. You will find Speaker Dao at the spawning grounds. Take him out if you like. We do not expect that he will listen to your empty promises. What is this? Since when are filthy shore walkers free to intrude upon our sacred spawning grounds? Pray forgive our intrusion. We speak in audience with Speaker Dao. Where might we find him? You will do no such thing, shore walker. We have not forgotten what you did to Lord Leviathan. Be gone. We won't get much out of this one. Let's try elsewhere. Every moment you linger here sullies our sacred home, shore walker. Be gone from this place before I spear you through the throat. Wait a minute. Hunting log. How fast does he spawn? There we go. There's one. $702 storm steals, cool. Okay. It's kind of great that what is it? The company I joined in Limsa Monza is also the role quest area. It's kind of perfect. Shore walkers, in our spawning grounds, to what do I owe the displeasure? Speaker Dower, I presume, our apologies for entering into your home unannounced. I am Merrill Blowfishin, Chief Admiral of Limsa Limonza, and this is Yosan. We come seeking a parley that we might strive for peace between our peoples. Parley, you say? Prolonging this conflict any further will lead only to needless suffering. The menace both our peoples face is great indeed. If ever there was a time to set aside our differences and come together for the greater good, it is now. I invite you to join us at South Tide Gate for formal negotiations. Shorewalkers and Shagan coming together, what assurance do I have that you will not slit our gills the moment we set foot within your territory? I can offer naught but my word. We open our gates to you and invite you into our homes as a show of respect. I do not trust you, Shorewalker, but let it never be said that Tao of the Crushing Tide was a coward. I accept your offer, but attempt any treachery or subterfuge and your people will drown in their own blood. Very well, Master Dao. I look forward to a productive discussion. Let us return then. I shall send word to Null as well. I would have our Shagan allies join us at the parley. Know this, Shorewalker. I came not because your words sway me, but to show my spawn brothers that Tao of the Crushing Tide is no coward. Fate failed. Twice. Alright. Just ran out of time, I guess. Thank you for joining us here, Master Dao. The air here sickens me. Be brief. Aye, let us go straight to the heart of the matter. A common threat looms before us, one more powerful than any primal, with the potential to bring death without end to both Charlian and Lumensian alike. Shagan and Lumensian alike. These circumstances call for swift and united action. Excuse me. You doubt our intentions, but I remind you that we have liberated many of your kin from Leviathan's enthrallment. They and countless others, Shagan, have joined us of their own free will, that they may ensure the survival of both our peoples. Aye, by their deeds have the Lomensians proved themselves worthy of our trust. Master Dao, you and your crushing tide want only to secure a future for your people. I say to you, this can only be done by confronting this threat together. Just threats. What is this threat you speak of? If it is unity you crave, then submit yourself to our command. Be as the serpent reavers. They're the only shore walkers I deign to call friend. You would ask us to willingly surrender ourselves to our Lord, to your Lord of the world? I do, for that and that alone will ensure peace between us. Preposterous, you propose not alliance but servitude. This way lies nothing but death for all, Shagan. Do you hear this, my spawn brothers? The shorewalkers have stolen this one's mind. He decries Lord Leviathan and espouses the lunacy of our sworn out foes. These treacherous wretches have abandoned our god and conspired to drive we faithful from our ancestral home. We must not let this stand. Ah, for shame, forsaken by our spawn brothers, they side with the endless ones and blasphemy our Lord Leviathan. They who steal our spawning grounds and slaughter our children, our future, our future. Behold, behold this blessing. Lord Leviathan grants us greater and greater strength. You would call this a blessing? Such horrors, flee, flee for your lives. The beast makes for airport. I'll leave this place to you. Splendid, splendid. Let all our spawn brothers be blessed with such power. It's fucked up. I beg of you, friend Shorewalker, deliver my spawn brother from that horrific fate. This is the second time you saved my life, Shorewalker. My gratitude is as boundless as the sea. But what of the Admirable? We must go to her aid. What a horrific sight. I was too late. I am sorry. Oh, there is no need for apologies. You are not responsible for my people's plight. But what I cannot fathom is Dao's response. How pleased he was to see his brothers become slaughtering beasts. The fool believes it a blessing from Leviathan himself. Any hope for a peaceful solution will be lost should Dao and his crushing tide manage to wield these transformations as a weapon against us. I shudder at the very thought, and yet the true threat, the blasphemy, is still out there, yes? Just so, the first ones to transform are those who have fallen into the deepest depths of despair. The more painful their anguish, the more fearsome and formidable they become in their bestial forms, and greater their influence over others. We can scarcely hope to stand against a legion of foes. Would that there was more my people could do to help. I will have the maelstrom patrol the seas for the blasphemy, that we might slay it with all due haste. But this may well amount to naught. If the blasphemy too was born from a shogun, it would be sheltering in the depths beyond the reach of our ships. In that case, pray allow me, my spawn brothers, and I to serve as your eyes beneath the sea. Thank you, Null. Though our efforts combined, we might yet weather this threat. As for your brothers who gave their lives today for our cause, I shall see that they are returned home to be laid to rest as they deserve. You have my gratitude, Admirable. And with that, we should return as well. There is much work to be done, and we'll see it done quickly. I must take my fallen brother home. Dan. Cool outfits. Man, people got the best, options for clothing in this game. Oh, you've returned. The Admiral was just briefing me on the events at the spawning grounds. Ah, yo. I was just sharing our findings. So you see, the danger is exactly as the Shagan described. While Dao and his ilk have no means of forcibly triggering the phenomenon at present, 'tis plain they intend to seek one out. Redouble our patrols offshore and inform me at the first sign of anything out of the ordinary. It shall be done, Admirable. I worry that we may be stretching ourselves too thin. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I will recall our forces from Garlemald. Yet I would reserve that as a last resort. For now, I must get to work securing reinforcements. I ask that you remain close by. We may have need of your strength all too soon. The Admiral left a message for you, and the news is not good. It appears that a Lomenzian merchant ship was assailed by a Shagan raiding party affiliated with the Crushing Tide. To further complicate matters, the vessel in question was carrying a shipment of crystals supplied to us by the kobolds of Ganamoro. The Admiral suspects that Thou means to use the plundered crystals to summon Leviathan. She has gone to meet with Null, and that we and our Shagan allies might take swift action. She bids you join her immediately. Should the worst come to worst, your experience in combating primals may prove essential. Pray make for South Tidegate and rendezvous with Admiral Loswin at once. Admiral Loswin awaits you at South Tidegate. Pray join her as soon as you are able. Just out of curiosity. They already talked to you then. Yep. Okay. I really want to unlock hunting. That's why I'm working so hard to get promoted. Once I get promoted enough, I can do a quest that unlocks hunting. I'm not sure if I need to do that for the rest of 14, but I do for a realm reborn. So keep that grind up. Plus, it's a good excuse to play with people that are just starting out, doing fates and whatnot. It's good to see you safe, friend. Thank you for coming, yo. The situation is grim. The crushing tide plundered one of our trading ships and seized a goodly stash of Ogormor crystals. Though their aim is clear, it appears they yet lack quantity needed to perform the summoning. Dao longs for the days when every Shagan cried out for Lord Leviathan's deliverance, and will stop at nothing to see them return. I cannot fathom what crushing tide are thinking, what satisfaction, what happiness can be found in giving others over their hearts and minds to a false god. And so we must thwart their designs, lest the bonds we have forged be forever broken. By the same token, we cannot ignore the blasphemy nor the transformations it presents may bring about. A battle on two fronts, neither of which we can commit at the expense of the other. As we sail into the eye of the storm, I would hear your counsel. What course of action would you propose? Yellow Jackets. Pirates. As it happens, I've already enlisted the executioners, the krakens, and the sirens to the cause. They've done much to bolster the Maelstром's efforts to scour the seas for the blasphemy. So if we seek reinforcements, we will have to turn elsewhere, but to whom? I'm curious what she says about the Yellow Jackets. The Yellow Jackets are spread thin, keeping the coast safe from the crushing tide in their lands. We cannot afford to dilute their ranks any further. No, we must look to another party for assistance, I'm afraid. Any other ideas? Why even give me the choice? Sounds like a job for the Company of Heroes. The Company of Heroes. Now that's a name I've not heard in some time. 'Tis true that they answered the call many a time. Indeed, other than you and yours, they are arguably none better suited to the task of primal slaying. But they disbanded over 5 years ago, and neither hide nor hair has been seen of their commander since. Absent their leader, I suspect they will be reluctant to join our cause. And yet, I can think of no better option. I'll contact Westcott, their erstwhile commander's right-hand man, and see if he will not hear us out. I will ask him to meet us at Drowning Wench. Let us hope he is receptive to our offer. Null, might I trust you and your brothers to continue the search for the blasphemy in the meantime? But of course, admirable. Should we discover anything, you will be the first to know. I will reach out to Westcott, the former first mate of the company, and see if he is willing to meet us at the Drowning Wench. Worry not, my spawn brothers and I will keep our eyes on the crushing tide in the meantime. My apologies for the delay. And here I swore 5 years ago that I was done playing the hero. Okay. Could someone explain what this is all about? Believe it or not, I am a respectable man with respectable obligations these days. Take that pole arm out of your arse, old friend, and stop pretending you're not still a murderous bastard at heart. Watch that wicked tongue of yours, Odo, lest I skewer it and prove you right. Ah, nothing like a reunion with dear companions over a bottle of the wench's finest vintage. That is why we're here, right? Long time no eye catch, Uplanders. Gray Fox's tummy tickled to see Gobby friends again. Thank you for assembling on such short notice. Spare us the pleasantries, Admirable. Why are you here? I make a simple request. Reform the company of heroes and lend limbs of Lamonza your strength. You have a reason, I'm sure. I would hear it. So there you have it. A terrible fiend known as blasphemy prowls our seas, transforming the Shagan into ravaging beasts. At the same time, the Shagan themselves, specifically a hostile faction calling themselves the Crushing Tide, had declared their intention to summon the Five anew. Should they succeed, we would be hard-pressed to deal with the Primal while still dealing with the other threats. A right pickle indeed. But the answer is no. The commander disbanded the company, and as is his first mate, it's not my place to gainsay his final order. Saw that, I say. Have you forgotten our company's creed? The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Are the people now in danger not the same men and women we fought to defend years ago? The commander would not have turned his back on them, and neither should we. Bold words, Lando, but do you truly believe that we can honor them as we are? Old mercenaries past their prime, lacking the commander whose wisdom and prowess saw them to glory once upon a time. Ah yes, your commander. But if Yo here was to lead in his stead, surely you would not question her abilities. An intriguing proposition. I, for one, would not be averse to serving under such a decorated hero. Gobby friend has a goodly head for fight, think, and goodly arms for thinky fight. As ringing as an endorsement as any, but I would hear it from the woman herself. Do you believe you are capable of leading the company of heroes into battle? Honestly. Now that's confidence I'd expect from my commander. Very well then, consider us yours to lead. 5 years to the day, truth be told, I was enjoying the more leisurely life, but when duty calls... Wait, before we proceed, I must ask, have we no way of reaching out to the commander? Forgotten how he took his leave, have we? Up and vanishing so we could each find our own way, apart from him and the company? I doubt we'll see him again, much as I wish we could. To the matter at hand, the mission you will undertake. First, you are to aid us tracking down the blasphemy that roams the sea. Second, you must prevent the crushing tide from summoning Leviathan at all costs. Oh, is that all? And there I thought we might get our feet wet with the real challenge, huh? But in all seriousness, we should take care to decide who attends to what. Sounds like a job for our acting commander. I'm sure she'll give it all due consideration. Where'd the rest of them go? Oh, there they are. That was weird. Westgate may be skeptical, but I, for one, have little doubt you will prove a worthy commander for the company of heroes. Greyflox happily gives hand-lending to Uplander. The others may gripe and groan, but not me. I'll be the first to admit that I missed the action. Please think twice before assigning me to the same group as Landau. I don't know what's worse, his tendency to wave his lance in people's faces, or all the shouting and blustering he engages in while doing so. Have we finished with all the logistical nonsense? I'm eager for a taste of the old violence. You know the flavor. So if I understand correctly, we're to bring down that so-called blasphemy of yours. To do that, we'll need to find the damn thing first. We've also got to prevent the crushing tide from summoning their god, Leviathan, a tall order in of itself. As acting commander, it's your job to decide who will be doing what based on the skills we have to offer. I'd recommend that you start by having a chat with each of us, that you might develop a sense of the strengths and weaknesses, mostly strengths of course, of the stored veterans under your command. My specialty, you ask? While impaling fiends with this lance of mine, of course. The stronger the foe, the better. None are a match for me. It would be folly to waste my talents on dealing with those slippery fishmen. Set me against that so-called blasphemy, and I'll have that thing on a skewer before you can say, "Mirror blowfishing." Yep, he's definitely DPS. Attack the enemy. A wise choice. Send Lando after the Shagan, and he's like to help them summon Leviathan to state his bloodlust. I will speak plain. I am not some battle-crazed barbarian like Lando, no. As none of the a tribe of peerless hunters, I conduct my affairs with discipline and prudence. As such, I know better than any that to rush headlong into battle is rarely the best course of action. Far wiser is it to observe from afar and proceed with caution. Vast astute, if I do say so myself. There are few better suited to the task of averting needless bloodshed than the famously circumspect the Nun. As you well know, my vision is somewhat lacking these days. I can still defend myself when necessary, but I'd rather it not come to that. My condition also leaves me rather unsuited to scouting and searching. It wasn't always the case, but such is life. On the other hand, I'd like to think I've gotten quite good at sounding out the intentions of others during negotiations and the like. You have a keen sense for these things, I see. More so than Renaissance or battles. Shamani has a knack for working behind the scenes to see the company's goals achieved. Bayflock's master remaker of Illuminati treasures offers much hand-lending with ingenuity, parsing spiral far into ocean deep. Firefighters go boom and blast beasts into bitty pieces. Range DPS. A logical choice if I do say so myself. Bayflack's mastery of tools and armaments are sure to avail you in tracking and felling that beast. It would seem everyone has their assignments. And I dare say the choices you've made are nigh impeccable. If I didn't know better, I'd think you'd been leading us for years. And with that, it is time we got to work. I have procured link pearls for one and all, and that we can keep each other apprised of our progress. You may pick them up from Maelstrom Command. We'd best be off then. Should we have need to regroup or reconsider our strategy, call for us. I will return to command and share these developments here with the Seratat and our Shagan friends. Do join me if you can, Commander Yo. Admiral Loa Fishman has tasked me with overseeing communications between you and the company of heroes. First, you'll be needing a link pearl. Pray speak with the Secretariat. I have just finished briefing the Secretariat. Did you open the door, Cat? She has something you should find useful. Here, I'll close my door. Ah, yo, the Admiral has apprised me of the situation in full. Furnish Yo with a link pearl, yes? Of course, Admiral. Well, it would seem the company is trying to reach us. Ho there, Commander. Just give the word and I'll come running. Lower your goddamn voice, will you? Watch your tongue or I'll track you down and rip yours out. They sound more like mortal enemies than old companions. That's where Yo comes in. I'm trusting you to whip them back into shape. Make them a force to be reckoned with. I will have the Secretariat contact you if there are any developments. I would convey them to the entire company by link pearl, but we cannot afford anyone taking reckless action. In the meantime, I will reach out to Null and see what he has gleaned about the crushing tide in their hideout. Let us hope for good tidings, Commander. Yeah? Yeah, you want to be outside the door? What's that? I can't leave it open, I'm making noise. Yeah. I might go outside in a second, actually. I have been tasked with facilitating link-pearl communications among the company of heroes, that you and your men might focus on the task at hand. Yeah, I'll be right back. Come on, let's go outside. And I'm back. Okay. Grave news, yo. We've just received word that Candledeep Quarry is under attack. It would... Grave news. It would seem that crushing tide has struck again. The Admiral asks that you deploy the company of heroes at once. Our man here will act as your signaler. Our communications officer will assist you in relating your orders. Alright. The company of heroes is awaiting your orders. Candlekeep Quarry. Both Landel and Odo Nun should be close by. What are your instructions? Landel is a hot-headed warrior who lives for the thrill of battle, while Unan is a calm, calculated hunter. Both can serve you well, but better if assigned to a task suited to their skills. Okay, so Consider it done, Commander. Understood. Okay, so Landel, DPS, other guy, healer. The rest of us will head there at once. I'll tell Admiral, well, you and the company of heroes are on your way. Godspeed. To think I'd live to see the famed company of heroes not only reform, but fight at our side. You have orders from Admiral to make for Candlekeep Quarry and provide support for the company as needed. Good to know my colleagues haven't grown rusty in the years since we disbanded. Bayflock treasures go boom. Blast fishymen to bitty bits. Is that all? And I was just getting warmed up. You kept us waiting long enough, Commander. Not that I'm complaining. More fishmen for me to skewer. Worry not, the tide is already out, if you follow my meaning. Perhaps you're curious how your men carried out your orders. You'll be pleased to hear that Lando led the attack with his characteristic aplomb, dancing amongst his foes with such speed and ferocity that they were dizzying to watch. Old Nan made full use of his talents in leading the rescue effort. Not a single man, woman, or child suffered so much as a scratch. I had my doubts at first, but you've passed your first trial as acting captain with flying colors. The battle is over, I see. 'Tis good to see the company of heroes can still live up to its name. I demand answers. Why did the target candle keep quarry? I spit on your questions, filthy shorewalker. I was hoping we might do this the easy way, but if you insist. So you torture us? You shorewalkers are all the same. Savage brutes, the lot of you. Torture? Please, we are not so uncivilized as that, my slippery friend. Bayflock's shiny treasure will have fishmen trading tongue flash in no time, like how he's just carrying a knife. Allow me to explain. Shamani Lomani and Bayflocks are well practiced in the art of interrogation. Shamani has a sharp mind, as I'm sure you've noticed, and a knack for getting information out of the uncooperative types with a minimum of fuss. Bayflox, on the other hand, her methods can be unconventional to say the least, but it's hard to argue with the results. Well, Commander, the choice is yours to make. But of course, Commander, watch as I get him talking without so much as lifting a finger. They tell me your kind are particularly fond of Ladneskoskan oranges. Might I interest you in a glass of delightful orange wine brewed from our latest harvest? This is another glass, Shorewalker. I demand it, in return for the crimes you have committed against my spawn brothers. A mere glass, my friend? Why, I'd be more than happy to offer you a full bottle, nay, an entire cask, if you provide us with the answers we seek. We have a deal, Shorewalker, for a cask of blissful beverage. I will tell you all my secrets. Again, I ask, why did you target Candlekeep Quarry? Dao himself gave the orders, said we must establish a foothold in preparation for our assault on the city. He means to attack Limonza itself, but with your numbers that would be folly. Speaker Dao commands power beyond the comprehension of you shorewalkers. We have dealt with Leviathan before. You misunderstand. Speaker Dao says it is a greater power still. The very first being blessed by our Lord. The blasphemy. Tell me where Dao is. Ah, an an island far to the south and east. There he performs the rite that will summon forth the Divine One and deliver my brothers and I to glory. Thank you for your cooperation. I suspect that Dao is hiding out somewhere in the Cyllidades, a deserted isle most likely. I don't know much about these so-called blasphemies, but can they truly be tamed so easily? We have no evidence they can, but we must operate under the assumption that Tao has found a way. Yeah. I will ready a ship. We will set sail for Cyllidales at once. Prepare yourself and meet me at the docks as soon as you are ready. I'll have Shamani and Brayfox continue the interrogation in the meantime. Our friends here might still be hiding something from us. Both Brayfox keeps watch eyes on this place. Don't worry, Brayfox and I have the situation under control. This is the enemy's stronghold. Never forget that they have the advantage. I don't know a blasphemy from a hole in the ground. All I know is that I'm ready to kill the bleeding thing. Let's see how this blasphemy likes my axe between its eyes. Everyone is here? Good. We make for Cyllidales in search of Dao's hideout. Our friend Noel will be waiting for us there. The blasphemy, too, may be present. Be vigilant and keep your weapons at the ready. Well, Commander, do you have any words for your men on the eve of battle? All for one? Can't say I've heard that motto before. Nor I. At any rate, let's be about it. Really? Okay. Uh, we meet again, Tao. Where is the blasphemy? Tell us so we may end this madness. Speak of the bloody devil. There it is, the dread beast I saw beneath the waves. The source of our woes. The echo of all the times. Defend the commander. I bring grave tidings, my queen. Wretched shore walkers poison the minds of my spawn brothers with false words and foul magics. Our poor beguiled brethren renounce Lord Leviathan and name him a false god. They treat with Limsa Limonza, and some even call for an alliance. We must summon him, that the lost might receive of his blessing anew. This I would gladly do, our stock of crystals not run dry. Spawning time is nearly upon us, yet you fight and bicker amongst yourselves. How am I to birth a new brood when my children grown stand divided? Who dares enter the sacred chamber? Forgive my intrusion, Queen Mother. I speak for the Shagan who seek an accord with the shore walkers. A new age is upon us. We needn't turn to false gods, nor foment bitterness and bloodshed in our precious spawning grounds. The shore walkers have changed. They endeavor to understand us, to share these lands with us, that they may have peace. We are spawning grounds. Could this be true? Lies, lies, do not be deceived by that one's delusions, my queen. He is a heathen who has strayed from Lord Leviathan's light. The shore walkers are oath breakers now and forevermore. As they extend one hand in friendship, they clutch a dagger in the other. We are beasts in their eyes, deserving of naught but slaughter. Oh, oh, for a blessed moment I felt the faintest touch of hope. But you are right, Tao. They are demons and we are damned. Oh, for woe, my poor children have lost their faith. their minds poisoned by lies, they turn away from the Lord of War and cast their lot with the enemy. 'Tis so, my queen, 'tis so. We will have no choice but to abandon our sacred spawning grounds and sink to the ocean's floor to rot and decay. Thou, dearest of my children, you tell then that we have no future? How can I bring new life into this world knowing that my brood will have their hearts stolen and abandon me? Oh, wow. I cannot. What's happening? Please, my queen, you must calm yourself. Such power, such beauty, a blessing from Lord Leviathan himself. So this is a blasphemy, eh? I can see what all the fuss is about. Have your wits about you? Good, if you can fight, now is the time. Strike now, my queen, send the shorewalkers and their honorless leader to her death. What's happening? I can't feel my legs. Why, mother? Are we not your children too? Damn. Damn it, we cannot weather another blow like the last. I still don't know when the 7 Hellsteds happened, but I'll be damned if I'm going to go down without a fight. Steady, the beast is feeding on our ether. Will not survive a head-on fight. Lando, Odo. Remember, the company stagnum when faced with overwhelming odds. Retreat, retreat, let's get ourselves the bloody hells out of here. We're the other beasts. beasts we faced also once my spawn brothers? I cannot bear the thought. So that was the blasphemy. Intriguing creature. For the first time in many summers we find ourselves with a worthy foe. Face to face with the damn beast, and I could barely lift my spear. Next time, mark my words, that bastard fish is going to pay. When no path to victory can be found, flee and fight another day. It might not be the kind of approach that make a bard sing your praises, but it's kept us alive and that's enough. Damn it all, we'd have better luck holding back the tide. How goes it, friends, is what I would normally ask, but judging from the muttered cursing, I gather it did not go all that well. We barely escaped with our lives. To think the damn beast had the power to stop us in our tracks, literally. What do we know of the creature's origins? Was it once a Sagan, as you suspected? Mayhap the echo afforded you some insight. Dao's villainy knows no bounds, sowing seeds of despair in our Queen Mother's heart, that she might transform into that monstrosity. If she was the first to turn, then there was nothing deliberate about it. Still, it's clear that his words served as a catalyst. If we kill the blasphemy, it'll be tantamount to killing the Shagan Queen. That's not going to endear us to them one bit. I cannot turn my spear against the mother who birthed me, let alone take her life. Out of curiosity, did anyone see who fired that shot? Were it not for them, we'd all be dead. I know not, but we must formulate a plan, and quickly. My scouts tell me that the blasphemy has left the island, and now roams the open sea. I will order them to continue the search in the meantime. We must find a means to overcome the beast's formidable offense. Leave that to us. Time and time again we used our wits and experience to triumph over the longest odds. To defeat your enemy, first you must know your enemy. Tell me, Commander, what do you reckon was the most valuable knowledge we gleaned from our initial encounter? That it can absorb ether. I concur. Now that we know how the beast disables its foes, we can use this knowledge to devise a proper defense against it. But that is not all we have learned. While the blasphemy can maneuver through the water, it also frequents caves and the like. Our best chance of defeating it would be in such a place. Our only chance, I dare say. I will send scouts to identify any and all large caverns in coastal areas that could serve as shelter for our massive creature. To ensure the safety of our people, and to have any hope for peace with the Shagan, this is a battle that we must win. All your strength and wisdom will be needed in the days to come. Dismiss. Come, let us share our findings with the Maelstrom. If even the famed company of heroes could not bring it down, this so-called blasphemy must be a formidable beast indeed. The Admiral told me of your encounter with the blasphemy. The result may not have been ideal, but I am heartened to see you return safely. Now that we have seen what the blasphemy is capable of ourselves, 'tis more plain to me than ever that it must be slain. Reach out to all trade ships entering and departing Limsa. Inform them that any sightings of the blasphemy are to be reported to Maelstrom Command at once. Understood, but given the beast's abilities, how do you intend to overcome it? I trust that the company of heroes and Yo, experienced primal slayers and all, will find a way. And yet, I would leave no resource untapped. There is one whose expertise I would call upon, if you would agree. Even Welsket is at a loss as to his former commander's whereabouts, but mayhap Esnir could offer some guidance. No doubt you are still fatigued from the battle with the blasphemy. Pray rest while you are able. When we are ready to take further action, you will hear from me. Till then, take care. If even the famed company of heroes, this so-called blasphemy must be a formidable beast indeed. I believe I just read that. Okay. Should have been eating food this whole time. I thought they would give me more experience for these. Hold on one sec. Ah, yo, I wish I had better news for you, but the blasphemy continues to elude us. Can you hear me, Commander? This is Whiskat. I have an idea how we might take down the blasphemy. Meet me in Costa del Sol as soon as you are able. Well, that sounds promising. I'll tell the Admiral you'll be away for a bit. Godspeed and stay safe out there. Unfortunately, the blasphemy continues to elude us. Should there be any change, we will inform you post-haste. Okay. Costa del Sol. This dude. I didn't realize he was the same guy. Apologies for having you come all this way, yo. Ever since our encounter with the blasphemy, I've been racking my brain to find a way of dealing with its debilitating attack. Sadly, I've come up empty-handed, and my companions fare no better. That's when I started thinking, if only our finest was still with us. He always had a knack for noticing what the rest of us missed. His eyes were so sharp he could spot a foe's weakness with a single glance. It's thanks to him that we were able to slay both Leviathan and Titan and live to tell the tale. The rub is, well, he's a bit eccentric, and yes, I know you could say that about all the company members. But unlike us, he prefers to work from the shadows. Truth be told, I've not seen him since the day we disbanded. I doubt he'd help his old comrade, even if we asked, but an order from the company's acting commander would be a different story. In our heyday, we had a way of reaching him, whistle at the forked road, and sooner or later he'd show himself. Didn't matter when, winter or summer, in broad sunlight or the dead of night, he'd always be watching him from afar. With any luck, he still is now. But I've rambled on enough. Go on now. This may be our best and only hope. Remember the signal whistled at the forked road, and let's just hope our man deigns to show. Oh, they're attacking each other. I was so confused. Yeah, I was enjoying my retirement. Why do you have to go and bloody whistle? Call me Lawrence. I'm the company resident sharpshooter. At least I was in my day. No need to tell me who you are. I've been watching you for quite some time. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm just curious how my former mates are faring. Not as curious as folks were about me, though. First Welsket, then old Mistbeard himself, huh? As if those codgers could ever catch me. And now Erosia stored arrow summons me forth. No need to say why you're going to ask me to help you take down the blasphemy. Never could refuse whenever someone tried out those aconite words. So tell me, acting commander, what specific duty would ye task me with? I trust ye do have a plan. So you need a way to neutralize the beast's most potent attack. I can tell you like getting up close and personal with you foes, so you'll be needing support from a distance. Who do you suppose might be best suited to do that role? Damn right, my eyes are among the keenest in the realm, and you've doubtless heard from Whiskat. I'm pure marksmanship, none and limbs are the Admiral's equal. Yet Mitwell is ill-suited for a supporting role. Not for lack of skill, of course, but rather, come to think of it, there's something you should know. Follow me. Yep, Curious George, still doing his thing. I should come back to him at some point. Maybe I'll do the job quest for Warrior today that I can do. I don't know, maybe another stream. I need to do the other types of jobs so I can get these different role quests. But that'll probably be until after I finish Endwalker. Where is this guy? Lawrence. Oh, you're up here. Quite the view, wouldn't you say? I have to come here to admire the sea. If you would indulge me for a moment, and I'll spin you a yarn, I'll just try not to doze off. Back in piracy's golden age, the League of Lost Bastards ruled the Rotno. I was one of them, as was Merwurba, however you say that. We were led by none other than her old man, Lophius, the most feared captain on the high seas. Feared by his enemies, that is, stern and unforgiving though he was, he took me under his wing and showed me the ropes. Aye, he was like a father to me, to us all, till that fateful day. Was in the year 1562 of the Sixth Astral Era. Low Minzian merchantmen were struggling with nigh constant raids by the Sahagan. Round this time, Lofis had yielded the day-to-day leadership of the bastards of Melrobe, his pride and joy. She was still growing into the role, though everyone knew the old captain was still calling the shots. Old Blowfish had a noble streak, he did. Ordered us to defend the traders from the fishbacks. Melrobe led the effort, and we fought day after day to keep the seas safe. The fighting was fierce, but we always came out of it in one piece, until after a skirmish, a Shagan survivor with his last breath summoned forth the Lord of the World. The great beast toppled our mast and crackled the Nile like an egg. We clambered aboard the merchantman as our own ship sank. Not to do but wait for the end. But then comes Blowfist and his bleeding flotilla out of nowhere to pull us out of the fire. And he did. But the League of Lost Bastards would never be the same again. For even though we'd escaped with our lives, we soon discovered that Captain Blowfist, our iron-willed, unwavering leader, had fallen under Leviathan's thrall. Of course, in those days, we didn't know much about drowning or tempering, didn't know what to make of our captain as he grew more haggard by the day, his words devolving into crazing rambling. Then, one day, he vanishes, taking off with half our men. Not long after, a band of pirates calling themselves the Serpent Reavers began taking prizes in the Indigo Deep alongside the Shagan. At their helm was none other than Captain Blowfist, who'd cast his lot with the fishbacks. Melweb knew what had to be done, and to her credit she didn't shirk from the deed. She acted quickly, sneaking off under cover at night with the skeleton crew, without so much as telling me. Of course, that didn't stop me from stowing myself in the cargo hold and joining her on the voyage. She was none too happy to see me at first. Wanted to leave me out of it, she said. But seeing as I made myself known when she was struggling to fend off a horde of reavers and fishbacks, it wasn't hard to win her over. Her twin muskets fell in one after the next as my sharpshooting kept her safe from afar. We cut a path to the center of the isle. It was there we found Blowfist, or rather the miserable wretch he'd been reduced to. All bones, with skin shriveled and tangled mat of white hair, eyes bulging from his head. Like a fish, he prayed to the Lord of World. Melreb challenged him to a duel, and a dim memory must have flickered in his drowned mind, for he accepted. And so, with only me there to witness it, Melreb ended her father's life. The League of Lost Bastards would have lived up to its name if it weren't for Melreb. She assumed full command and restored us to our former glory. Not long after, she triumphed in the Trident and was named Chief Admiral of Limsa Limonza. I often think back upon that day. Seeing her charge into battle, muskets blazing, might seem reckless to some, but that's how the Captain Blowfist taught her, and she knows no other way. That's why I made it my job to support her from the shadows, and it's a role in which I'll happily serve again. I owe that much to her, old man. My only doubt was whether you, my friend, were worthy of commanding me. But watching ye from afar has answered that question. I tell Whiskat and the rest of my no good companions that Lauren stands with them. Okay. That's some cool lore. Alright. Do, 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 do. Did Lawrence show himself? Now there's a surprise. I had some hope your words might reach him, but never did I imagine he would agree so readily. Just one thing, yo. I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention Lauren's involvement to the company. Landell in particular. They'll find out soon enough regardless. At any rate, this gives us new hope in our battle against the blasphemy. All that remains is to set the snare and lure the beast into our clutches. Our scouts are on the lookout for the creature as we speak. If the latest reports are to be believed, we are drawing ever closer. And with that, I'd best get back to it. Can I trust you to report these latest developments to the Maelstrom? Then, till we meet again, Commander. The Admiral should be pleased to hear that Lawrence will be joining our fight. Whatever Rescat is planning, one can only hope it works. The search for blasphemy continues, though I understand you've been carrying out an entirely different investigation. A marksman by the name of Lawrence, eh? The Admiral will be pleased. Of course, we won't have much call for his skills until the blasphemy is found. Rest well and prepare yourself as necessary in the meantime. Lawrence, why does that ring a bell? Shit, the last one is level 90. I'm not level 90. How do I get to be level 90? God damn it. Well, I was gonna do this. And it kinda fits the theme anyway. Okay, so I have to do a trial. Do I do this now? Might as well do this now. Actually, what time is it? Okay, that's not enough. Ah, I need to do MSQ. Or I could do Eden's rates. Yeah. I could try the... What's it called? Those fish that swim up waterfalls may have they would be able to climb up more efficiently if we slim down their bodies to reduce friction. Uh... Oh god, what was I even saying? Yeah, I could try fighting Vanat again, but I don't think I'll be able to beat her yet. I can give it a try though.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings!
Yeah, no. There. I'll be right back.